Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here at Painted Studio. Welcome back to the hostess of the messiest messes around. All right, we are a week away from Christmas. I keep doing that to look at the calendar and make sure I'm not hallucinating, and I have a big calendar over here on the wall, so I have to check regularly because I keep thinking, I still have weeks and weeks to go. Why am I feeling so pressured? It's because it's next week. So if you're like me, you're kind of doing some last minute projects and plans and scrambling to get stuff done. Hey Glennis and Kathy, nice to see you here. So today we're going to work with our little snowman cutouts. All right, I'm going to flip this down. Just a friendly reminder, today is the, whatever day it is, the 18th of December. It is the 18th day of our December Advent Calendar sale. If you're interested in shopping with us, go to paintedstudio.com. Today's featured product is Artsyville Metallic Paste. We'll be using it in this video, and so you can see some of the applications for it. And if you go to the site, purchase it, the discount shows up in the cart. All right, so let's move to our project right in front of us. I'm going to flip the camera down. I'm going to put on a little more light. There we go, so you should be able to see me a little better. I want to make sure it's centered so you can see me well. So yesterday, I told you I had painted this already with the black set coat and put our foil adhesive on it. And as I explained, the Artsyville foil adhesive doesn't really level, so you'll have brush marks in it. So I try to make the brush marks be part of the design instead of fighting it. So today we're going to do our snowman. Now, I got a couple ideas. First we're gonna foil it, and then we're gonna do some other fun stuff with it. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm not loving that I didn't cut that perfectly straight because I want it to go under the hat line. And I really do want the direction of the camo pattern to be horizontal and not vertical. If you look at it, it's not terribly directional, but most of the time patterns like that, I will put it down because I'm flipping it around. The pattern has sort of a vertical and a horizontal, so it has a direction. I shouldn't say it has a vertical and horizontal. It has a direction. So I want to take advantage of that because my Santa is a little bit of a roly-poly guy. I want to enjoy that shape. I just want to make sure I get a straighter edge because I want to, man, I just cannot cut anything straight. I am curved no matter what I do. Now, if I was really being fussy about this, I get out a straight edge and an X-Acto knife, and I'd be a lot more accurate than I'm being. I'm just trying for close to straight. All right, there we go. I've got it all the way lined up to his hat. I'm gonna give it a little rub. I'm gonna leave it there for just a second. We're gonna take a little bit of red foil. This is leftover from yesterday. And I just want to cut a little thin strip. Okay, there's a little thin strip cut, and we're going to use it for his hat band. Boy, I didn't come close to cutting that one straight either. Now again, if you're really OCD with this kind of stuff, go get a ruler and a straight edge. I'm not. I think hand painted has flaws in it. Hand created has some flaws in it, and that's what's as pretty as it being perfect. And for those who are not familiar with our foils, foils have a pretty side which show you the pattern. Foils have a not pretty side which goes down to the adhesive. So just like this, you can see this pretty bit of red foil that has our glitter stars in it. I just cut a little tiny strip of it, and the not so pretty side went down to the surface. Now we have one more piece of foil that we need to put on here. And all of these foils that I'm working with today are fabric friendly. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of hunter green foil. Normally a snowman's top hat would be considered black, but we're playing with some colors today. We're going to do something a little different. So now that I've got that on there, I know I'll have my red band. I can just apply my green foil right over it. And now I can rub the entire surface with my hand. My hands are a little cold today, so I'm not sure how helpful it will be. Plus, I was sanding stuff in here, so just be aware there's sawdust texture underneath here. I knew it when I did it. All I could think of is, oh, you were dumb. You just sanded right where you had something with epoxy on it. Now, again, normally we tell you to scrub vertically and horizontally, but I've painted in here, and let me see if you can see it when I hold it up. On here, you can see there's a swirled pattern. So I'm brushing with the pattern that I brushed on here with the adhesive. This way. And I'll take a couple extras, verticals and horizontals, just in case to get everything on. And let's start peeling. Okay, we've got our hunter green hat with its red band. And our camo print snowman. Now this is a fairly imperfect release. I told you I had dust on here. I wasn't kidding. So if you look at the back of this, you're gonna see it's not a great release. It has nothing to do with the foil or the adhesive. It has everything to do with the fact that there was dust all over my surface. But we got a cool release, and this is gonna be perfect for our next step. Let me set that to the side. We're gonna pull out the Artsyville metallic paste. Now I'm gonna pull it. How many sticks do I have stuck in here? I keep throwing sticks in thinking I don't have one in here. I need to pull a few out. Let's stick that over to the side. All right. So I have ways of applying this sort of thing to get done what I need done, but one of the easiest ways when I have to work in a shape that's not easily troweled is I take a piping bag and my product, and metallic paste has this sort of creamy shimmer to it. You can make it more metallic by adding more mica powders to it. You can tint it. Don't add paint to it. If you add paint, you'll bury the metallic paste in there. You'll bury the metallics. So I'm just taking a piping bag, a throwaway piping bag that I got from Joann Fabric. No, I got this one from Michael's. And you've seen me use these before. So I troweled this, put a bunch of this into the piping bag. Now I got to squeeze it down to the tip. Now obviously I have a big old air bubble at the tip. So I'm going to cut a little tiny opening. That gets rid of the air bubble, but it also allows me to force my material down further into the piping bag. Now let me put the plastic back in here. And I always put plastic all the way down to the surface to protect the plaster, and it'll last longer, especially if I'm not doing a job where I need a full gallon. Hang on just a second, let me grab my knives, which got moved. Here they are. So I'm going to take a pastry knife, palette knife, but you can use any kind of trowel you have or whatever tool you like. So first thing we're going to do is pipe a very imperfect circle. Now, if any of you are bakers, this might look familiar if you've used royal icing. When cakes or cookies are frosted with elaborate decorations, oftentimes the royal icing will be piped in a ring around the area to be worked on and then flooded in the center. Now, the one thing I do want to do is I want to get a little tape for that, and I don't happen to have any right here, so hang on a sec. I thought I brought this roll over because this is extremely low tack tape, which is what I want to use on a brand new foil. There we go. I just want to protect that edge. And then I'm going to take my tip again, clip it bigger, and pipe a whole lot more in the center. Okay, pull my sleeve back, take my my putty, God, I can't even, palette knife. I keep coming up with wrong words. And I'm gonna fill this in. Oh, let's get that little bit of plastic tip out of the way, since that seemed to have wanted to stay. There we go. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little so you can see better what I'm doing. There we go. All right, so I'm just taking my product and moving it in the circle I made. Use a palette knife, you can use a plaster knife, whatever you can get. For all I care, you can use a spatula from your kitchen because it'll wash clean. These are water-based products, so you can wash it off, scrub it down, and it'll be perfectly usable for the kitchen again, although it's not what I recommend. Personally, have the tools for creative stuff or in one place and kitchen tools in another. And you have time to work with this. This has some nice open time. I mean, if I really hated this, I could scrape it all off and do it all again. Just take your time. Now you can finish it off, try to make it fancy, you can try to make it smooth. I'm one to make it a little on the smooth side, but I'm not worrying about perfect. Because again, it's a little bit like frosting a cookie, so I want a little bit of interest still in there. All right, let's squeeze some more product down. There we go. And if you don't have cake icing bags, you can use regular Ziploc bags. They're not as easy to handle simply because the shape is square and not pointed, and triangular, like this one is, but it'll work. I've done it plenty of times. And I have to keep flipping this around so I can get it. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking it off the center of the screen. I keep flipping it around so I can get it where I can manage it. Because for me, it's a matter of my hand angles. I'm left-handed and I just need to be able to move my arm around it. I'm sorry, I know I keep moving it closer to me, but I'm a little nearsighted when it comes with my glasses on. So I need to keep moving it towards myself to see it. All right, so we've got that done. We're gonna leave that on for just a second until we're completely finished decorating it. Because what's a snowman without his nose and his eyes and his buttons? So I have, because we did a green hat on him, I have all these gems. Now I could go for plain ones, but that wouldn't be me. Let me go get the dabber. Dabber, and I need a tweezer. And what I mean by a dabber is these things. They're wax pencils. You use them to pick up gems. So if you watch like this, of course this is not working because it's cold, but these stick to the gems and lift them up, see, like that. So I want to, what color do I want to use for the eyes? I have no dark ones there. Those are awfully small, so we're going to go for green eyes. And you see, while it's wet, if I just put these in, I don't even have to worry about adhesive because this will be stuck to them. And I get these gems off of Amazon. Now, I don't have anything that even comes close to looking like a carrot for a nose, so we're going to use some rose gold, a rose gold gem. I think that would be good. It's as close as I've got to orange. Oh, I knew I was going to drop one somewhere. Take that one out because that one's gooey now. Let's see if I can pick this up with this or if I need the dabber. Oh, I got it. All right, so now I gotta make the mouth. And let's see, what color do I want to do the mouth? Let's go into these smaller ones over here and we'll just pull out a bunch of colors. Maybe I'll just make them all rainbow colors and do it that way. Just use whichever ones I pick up because I think that might just save my sanity. Oops. See? This is why I grabbed the tweezers. Because I knew my dabbers might be cold. And I hate it. These things, I need to warm it up in my hands a little bit. Because if I don't, the wax is too cold to grab to the gems. That's a little better. Somebody asked me, how do I find all this stuff that I do? Honest to God, here's the answer. I get an idea in my head and then I have to figure out how to do it. That means spending time hunting stuff down. It's nothing magic. It's really very simple. I have stuff that I want to make and I have to find a way to make it. So that's what I do. First I get the idea, and then I have to find the solution. Oh, come on, stick in there. First I can't get them to stick to the dabber, then I can't get them to let it go. Come on, really? You're gonna want to stick to me instead of the gooey stuff? Really? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. Okay, I do count, so you just noticed, because I want to balance out the number of gems I use, because that'll help me make a more balanced presentation. Okay, so I've got all of those done. Take them all back. Try not to flip them into anything else, which is exactly what I'm doing right now, flipping them across the table. Oh, come on. I don't want to just stay on the table. Okay, put them back in there, and then let's go for some red ones to go down the center. And we're going to go with the big ones. 1, 2, okay, so now we have our little snowman. How cute is this? The dabbers. Where did I get the dabbers? This particular one comes from with the gems that I got, but you can buy them on Amazon. I think they call them gem pickers or something like that. But if you look up gems, you know, flatback gems, usually the dabbers show up somewhere in the Amazon search with the gems. So I got a little tiny bit to clean off right there. Okay, so how cute now. So he looks like a frosted cookie. And when he's dry, we'll tie a little red bow around his neck. I mean, how adorable is that? Let me zoom back out. So this is our one for today, and the metallic paste has this beautiful metallic creamy shimmer to it. If you don't like, you know, I didn't get my gems perfectly centered. I was doing it from the side, so I didn't have the visual center. I can take my gem and I can push it over a little bit, or I can pluck them out because this is still wet, and I can retrowel everything and move it. But you know what? I'm not going to mess with it because it's handmade. So handmades are sometimes a little off center, a little imperfect. But he looks like a cookie now, and I think that's... I can't believe I just did that on camera. Holy guacamole. I barely did anything to it. Oh my God. I smeared just a little tiny bit on his eye. And I shoved all the gems in a little further. Oh my God, I'm such a klutz. Well, this will show you how easy this is to repair, because I just smeared it and I didn't even ruin it, which is a miracle in itself. Now, I got a couple extra little smears in there because I did just drop it face down. I can't believe I did that. Oh God, I crack myself up sometimes. So clearly, perfection is overrated in my book. Let's see if I can smooth that a little bit since I did such a huge drop on here. I want to make it look consistent, so I'm just cleaning it up a little. And I still have work time with this, thank goodness. All right, so now that looks better. I got the little smear out of the way. So we have our guy who looks like a frosted cookie. We'll drill a hole up in his head, and we'll tie a ribbon around it. And he'll be just as cute as you could be. I'm glad I made people laugh because honestly, I couldn't have planned dropping that, but I'm going to set him down now because if I've dropped him once, I'll drop him again. All right, everybody, let me flip this up. All right, see if I missed any questions. It's so great to see you all here. Thank you so much. Nope, I don't seem to have any questions, and I'm cracking up Lisa Link because I'm dropping my ornaments and smearing my arms with metallic paste. So definitely go look into today's sale. Metallic paste, you just saw me use it. You see how good the open time is, and you just saw how I can correct it. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I dropped it. Oh, well, You know it wasn't rehearsed, that's for sure. I'm sorry, when I make dumb mistakes, I crack me up. I hope you're laughing, because personally, I find myself hysterically stupid sometimes. So I don't get upset when the only time you're gonna see me upset is if I ruin something for a client or hurt myself. Most of the time, I find my mistakes pretty funny. All right, everybody, have a great one. Again, metallic paste, 25%, I'm sorry, 15% off until 11:59 tonight. So take advantage of that sale. You just saw me use it. It can be tinted with colorants, but do not add paint. Paint will dull and take away the metallic shimmer. Use colorants, use powdered pigments, use mica powders. Do not use anything that will dull the metallic sheen. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.